So guys, one thing that really upsets me the most is that a lot of you guys are not trading NFP the right way. Most of you really need support you order blocks and trend lines and all those kinds of technical stuff to trade NFP, but you guys don't understand that NFP is fundamentals, it's not technicals. Okay, so NFP does not depend on your trend line. So NFP simply means the number of jobs that were added in the US market in the previous month, excluding what? Excluding farm jobs. That's why it is called what? Non-farm payroll. So what you're going to be looking at to analyze your NFP, to get a prediction of your NFP, you're going to go to this website. It's called Forex Factory, is where we see the next coming news events. So what you will be presented with at Forex Factory before your NFP is what? Is your forecast and all these data, which are the previous ones, but we are going to be using these actual ones. So when you look at the forecast, for example, in the past NFP, you see on July 7, I'm going to be showing you why this NFP sold. You are going to be knowing now why that NFP sold, why you shouldn't have entered that buy and blew your account. So when you go to the forecast, you see that the forecast was 182,000. It means that the majority of people or the institutions were predicting that the NFP is going to be somewhere around what? 182,000 jobs. They were estimating that 182,000 jobs are going to be added in the month of was it May? The month of June, right? Because we were trading the June NFP, but it was on July 5th, right? Okay, so you'll be presented with the forecast. The forecast is what? 182,000. So what you are going to be doing it as a trader, I forgot to show you this. Usual effect, where it says usual effect, is telling you that what usually happens. You see that when they say actual is greater than forecast, is good for currency. Which currency are you trading? Which currency are you trading? It's the US dollar. You are trading US dollar. So they mean that if the actual is greater or is more than the forecast, it's what? It's good for currency being US dollar, which means if US dollar is strong, you're going to what? You're going to sell gold. Like last time, you're going to sell gold if the actual is more than the forecast. So what you're going to be looking at, you see that the forecast last time is 182,000. So the reason why that NFP sold is because the actual number of jobs that were added was what? 272,000, which means actual was more than forecast. When we said that if actual is more than forecast, is good for currency. So US dollar was strong, right? And you had to do what? You had to buy USD JPY. You had to sell gold. So then you ask me, Mr. Eddie, how do I know if the actual is going to be more than the forecast? Then I show you. This is how you do it. You go to the previous results on the NFP. As you can see, let's just go to these actual for the previous months that we have here, right? We're going to be looking at from 175,000 going downwards, right? Yes, we see that NFP here, it went below 200,000, right? For this one time, but look at this, it has been above. For the past 8 months or so, the NFP has been over 200,000. But when you look at the forecast is saying the NFP is going to be 182,000. So then you tell me, as a trader, would you say that this actual is going to be more than the what the forecast is saying, or is it going to be less than what the forecast is saying? From the previous actuals, you can see that this has been more than 200,000. Therefore, it wouldn't make any sense for you to say it's going to be less than 200,000, because these things have been more than 200,000, right? Then you see forecast is 182. So my typical guess is that the actual this time is still going to be above 200,000. It doesn't make sense for us to drop from a number like 300,000 and go to less than 200,000, excluding this 1 month. Then what do? We expect that actual is going to be more than forecast. Therefore, we are saying it's going to be good for currency. Therefore, we are going to say USD is going to buy. USD is going to be powerful than gold. That's why you realize that the last NFP sold. Why? Because the actual was more than the forecast. Thank you, guys.